Hi, I'm Jeffrey Elliot. I'm the executive chef of Zwilling JA Henckels and the co-author of The Complete Book of Knife Skills. I'm here at Lake Austin Spa Resort this week to teach some knife skills classes and to do a little bit of Mediterranean cooking. You know, I like to say that every recipe starts with a knife and every other recipe starts with an onion. So what I'm going to show you today is how to cut the proper technique for dicing and for slicing an onion. The first thing you want to do is make sure you have a nice sized round onion. I'm going to cut off the tip end as opposed to the root end because I need the root end to stay and hold the onion together when I'm dicing. So I take a little bit off the tip. Then I can flip it over and my onion is nice and stable for cutting. Then I'm going to cut straight down through the root in half and put half aside. For slicing, we're going to use this side for dicing. You'll see the root is holding all these leaves together. Once I've got it cut in half, it's really easy to peel. I just take off that outer layer. And then the next step is to make some nice vertical slices across the onion. But what I want to do is stop about 3/4 of the way, 2/3 of the way through the onion without cutting all the way through so it stays in one piece. Next, we can make a couple horizontal cuts. You could do one, you could do two, you could do three. It doesn't matter, however many you're comfortable with. And then the onion just falls off, diced nice and easily. I don't like to waste any food though, so I still have a lot of onion here. So I'm just going to flip it down and start over just what I did before, cutting 2/3 of the way through. Making a horizontal and then cutting the rest. Then I still have a big piece that I can do it again. And then there's still a little bit of onion on each side of the root. And I cut that off and there's no waste, just a root left. So to slice an onion, we don't need that root end because the root end is going to hold it all together. So I'm going to cut the root off and then peel off that outside layer. It's even easier when the root's off. Now there's a couple ways to cut an onion. You can go straight across to make slices, but you'll always end up with one of those big white solid pieces. You can cut in a fan method, which is following the shape of the onion all the way around to get it perfect every time, but it's too difficult. So we do a method called a minciere. I cut off 1/3, turn it around so the small end's facing my knife, and slice that. Then I'm going to cut the second third still on the onion. And then my last third, I'm going to do the same thing I did with my first third. Flip it over, hold on to the big end, and slice the rest of the onion. And you'll find what you end up with are pretty much evenly sized pieces with none of those big white pieces that you get going all the way across. And that's how you cut up an onion.